David, a good result up at Forfar on Saturday, and that makes it 3 wins out of 3 since the restart. How confident are you going into tomorrow's game against Dumbarton?
Yeah, obviously the confidence, it's got to be high because of the 3 results we've had, and not just the results, the performances as well. There's a lot of work we've done over the period where we weren't in, myself and Lee and some of the coaching staff, and we're implementing that now into the players, and it's shown in games, which has been good. But there's since we came back, there's a real desire and hunger to go and win these games, and I think that's shown. The Montrose game probably wasn't the greatest game in a sense to watch, but it was a battling performance. We got a clean sheet and carried that into the Arbroath game, and I think the boys that came in for that took that on board and kind of carried it forward. And then again, we seen it on Saturday. I think we won the battle again, which is most important. But and then we controlled the game. We had good spells of the game with the ball. And yeah, we could have done better a little bit in the final third with some opportunities, but at the end of the day I think we were pretty comfortable, but that only came with doing the hard work in the first period of the game. So Forfar's a tough game. They will definitely take points off of teams, and they brought in some good experience over the lockdown period. So no, we were delighted with the win, and now that's gone, and we're preparing now for the Dumbarton game. So we had the boys in yesterday and back in today, obviously, and get some good content into them. So we're looking forward to the game tomorrow night.
And you've come back from the restart looking quite fresh, and looking back to the kind of form that we saw from the team before that different form at Christmas. What do you think that's down to?
Yeah, well, obviously, as I said, we've refocused in a sense as well. With a couple of results just before the league got stopped again, where we were probably poorer than we had been throughout the season. And maybe it was a good opportunity that it was stopped, but at the same time, we've still come back with that desire and hunger, and we've refocused, and we understand that it'll be 18 games. We're taking it that it's going to be 22, but it could be 18. So it's massively important that these early games we take all points in every game. So as I said, one game at a time. We're not looking too far ahead, but and that's Dumbarton tomorrow night. So the boys are looking forward to it. Dumbarton are having a bit of a tough time just now. They've not really picked up many points since they came back, but at the same time we know they've got strengths. We know the type of team they are. They're hard to break down. They're very strong for set pieces and things like that, corners and free kicks. So we need to deal with that. We're going to need to deal with that tomorrow night, and our attitude's got to be spot on. But we've got to take massive confidence for the 3 games we've had. Some of the stuff we've implemented, some of the goals, some of the performances, personal performances as well, and we're looking strong, and we need to continue that tomorrow night.
And just lastly, there's been a few players missing from the squad since the restart. Do you have any update on their progress?
Yeah, so Aidan Conley, he's obviously been out for a little bit, but we've given him a good bit of time in training, and wanted to make sure he was ready before he came back and get involved in the game. So he'll be back involved tomorrow night, and he'll be in the squad for tomorrow. So that's a massive positive for us. He's a really positive player, attacking threat. So it'll be good to have the wee man back. Sean Kelly's still going to be a wee bit of time, just to he kind of had a wee bit of regress in terms of his rehab. So we're looking at that, and hopefully we'll have him back as soon as possible.